Alright, allez, bonjour classe. On va commencer aujourd'hui avec l'unité 4. We're going to start today with unit 4. This is le monde personnel et familier. Unit 4 consists of leçon 9, les personnes et les objets. Leçon 10, vive la différence. Leçon 11, le copain de Mireille. Et leçon 12, la voiture de Roger. Our learning goals for Unit 4, so at the end of this unit, you'll be able to talk about yourself, your personality, and what you look like. Describe your friends and how old they are. Describe your room. Talk about everyday objects that you own or use, and describe these objects, their size and color. All right, so the title of Lesson 9, Leçon 9, is La description des personnes. Describing people. So tournez à la page 138 in your packet. Okay, so looking at your handout on page La page 138, 138, at the top you've got section A. This is how to describe someone. So your top line with the question mark at the end of it, underneath it, it says c'est un copain. You should fill in qui est, and we've seen qui est before. That is, who is that? So that's on the left side of the boy in the picture. On the right side of the girl that's there, you need to also write in qui est in that top blank line. So the left side is all the male stuff, and the right side is all the female stuff. So if you need to pause the video to write stuff down, you may have to do that. I'm going to try to get through the video as quickly as I can. Next up, to respond to that question, to respond to qui est, we say c'est, it's, or that's, and we've heard that before as well. Continuing down the list, on the left-hand side, we have comment s'appelle-t-il, and that's what's his name. Then we have il s'appelle to respond to that question. His name is. On the right-hand side, we have comment s'appelle-t-elle for what's her name. And to respond to that, we say elle s'appelle. Her name is, or literally, she calls herself. Continuing back on the left-hand side, we have quel âge a-t-il, which is how old is he? Or literally, what age has he? What age does he have? To respond to that, we say il a, he is, or he has, literally, il a, and then whatever age he has. On the right-hand side, fill in quel âge a-t-elle, for how old is she? To respond to that, we say elle a, she is, or literally, she has, for her age. To ask what someone is like, or what they look like, or what kind of personality they have, we say comment est-il? What is he like? Or literally, how is he? To respond to that, we say il est, for he is. For a female, we would say comment est-elle, for what is she like? Comment est-elle? To respond to that, we say elle est, or she is. All right, so let's talk about different types of people. Les personnes is people. So in the box where it says les personnes, you've got a boy on the left and a girl on the right. Une personne goes on the left-hand side where the blank is, and that means a person. You've also got une personne already in there for the female side. That's because une personne is always feminine, whether it refers to a male or a female. Going down the list there, we've got un étudiant and une étudiante for a student. You need to fill in the étudiant and étudiante on both sides. Next up, we have un élève or une élève, which is a student that's younger, middle school or younger, I'd say. Next up, un camarade or une camarade, it's a classmate. It's spelled the same whether it's masculine or feminine. Okay, next up we have un homme and une femme. Un homme is a man, une femme is a woman. Then we have our words for a teacher, un professeur, or in casual French we might say un prof for a male teacher or une prof for a female teacher. Note that un professeur is always masculine, whether it refers to a male or female teacher, but in casual French you do distinguish between un prof and une prof for masculine and feminine. Okay, then we have un voisin and une voisine, a neighbor. Let's talk about physical descriptions, la description physique. Like we said before, comment est-il, what is he like, and comment est-elle, what is she like, is to ask what they're like. So the response to this is il est, which is he is, and elle est, she is. Let's talk about some descriptors we might use. So tournez la page, à la page 139. So we're going to go in order of the pictures here. You'll write the masculine and the feminine. So the top row is all masculine, the bottom row is all feminine. So we have the words grand and grande. That means tall. Grand is masculine, grande is feminine. Note that we don't say the ND on grand. That becomes a nasal sound. On the feminine version, though, we do actually say the D, grande. So, for instance, we might say LeBron James est grand and Nicole Kidman est grande. Okay, then we have petit and petite. Again, this is short. Petit is masculine, petite is feminine. So we might say Daniel Radcliffe est petit, Eva Longoria est petite. Note that grand and petit can also mean big and little. However, when describing people, they mean tall and short. All right, let's talk about hair color. To say that a male is brunette, we say brun, and a female with brown hair is brune. So we might say Robert Downey Jr. est brun, Natalie Portman est brune. To say that someone has blonde hair, we would say blond for a male and blonde for a female. Say Thor est blond and Rapunzel est blonde. To say that someone is beautiful or good looking, we might say beau for a male or belle for a female. So for instance, Hugh Jackman est beau, Halle Berry est belle. Okay, to say that someone is pretty, we say jolie. La fille est jolie. Jolie is usually only used to describe women. If you'd like to use the masculine form, it's jolie without the E. Okay, another descriptive term is jeune, and that means young. And it stays the same whether it's masculine or feminine. So, il est jeune, elle est jeune. Okay, pronunciation. So I'm going to say the phrase, and then you repeat it after me. I'm going to leave a pause for you to repeat after me. So répétez. Qui est-ce? Comment s'appelle-t-il? Comment s'appelle-t-elle? Quel âge a-t-il? Quel âge a-t-elle? Comment est-il? Comment est-elle? Let's continue. Il est. Elle est. Grand. Grande. Petit. Petite. Brun. Brune. Blond. Blonde. Beau. Belle. Jolie. Jolie. Et jeune. Super. Okay, for the rest of class, please work on your devoir. Starting on page 51, do activity 1. Then tournez la page, do page 88, that's the back of that page. And do all the writing activities back there, at least be working on those. Number 1 is the autoportrait, which is basically like a self-portrait. Numéro 2, mes acteurs favoris, your favorite actors, you're describing them. And numéro 3, communication, communications. Be sure to use things we've just learned, so descriptors that we've learned. Don't go, looking up on your phone for new descriptors and stuff. Use what we just learned. That may mean, you don't get to say what you exactly want to say, but at least use what we've learned. If you want to, you can make a list of the things you'd like to say, and then maybe we can go over those as a class later on. If you have any questions, come see me. Thank you. Merci.